On the track boy. On the track boy. On the track boy. On the track boy. He on the track for it. He on the track for it. He on the track for it.
Hey, hey, y'all gotta excuse us, y'all. Y'all gotta excuse us. My boy Real, he's still trying to get accustomed to his new digs. You know what I'm saying? He probably misplaced some stuff. Uh, you know. Uh, 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 hey, brother, that is the perfect intro the perfect intro, bro, especially for what we talking about today, man. Oh my gosh.
I hope y'all got 5 hours.
I hope drill gun is diabolical, dog. Oh my gosh, man. Wow. Well, with that being said, obviously my boy Rel has made one hell of an introduction, one hell of an entrance, man. But as welcome to another episode of the Don't Cancel Me podcast, man. As always, I am your boy Vino Flight.
And I'm Grambo.
You say Grandbo?
That's the meme that's been going around.
Grandbo? Hey, bro, when you flick that damn chair and that damn drill, oh my gosh.
My gun, my drill gun.
Dog, that was hilarious, bro. That was crazy.
It's hot. It's not really kind of fly though on the cool, but I might have to.
On the cool, I'm messing with that jacket.
I might have to. You know what? Come on, let's get it, nigga.
All right, that jacket fire.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. That jacket fire.
Appreciate it. Now, I never understood the point of a vest.
Hold on, but also I want everybody. I hope people peep the mismatch. You had on one black and one white sock.
Yeah.
I hope they
couldn't find the ones that matched before the show started. So I said that's what it was just gonna be for today. And Fly, you really didn't have to call it out because I thought I had it hidden.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I honestly thought that was part of the whole thing. So that's on me. I would have let it rock. I thought that was part of the whole.
We're gonna clip that part. We're gonna just say it was.
There we go.
Yep. Had to come in.
Oh, man.
Look, you should see me in the last. I was trying to scramble. Okay, where's my vest? Where's my chair? I tell you, we just moved, so I still don't know where nothing at. But yeah. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about Granny blocking up 45.
Yeah, that was insane, bro. I seen that and I was like, what's going on, bro?
I just saw, and look, y'all, Flight, I didn't tell Flight what was going on. So he texted me talking about countdown over.
I was like, yeah, you know we're about to start, right?
I was also look, I meant to text you and tell you to start it, but I'm over here trying to put my hand underneath the camera and I'm trying to skate over so I can hit it real quick and then move my hand back so that I wouldn't be seen. But man, thank everybody for coming out to the Don't Cancel Me podcast. Man, we missed y'all in the last 2 weeks. I want to apologize about that, man. We had a major move. We moved houses and now we living like the Huxtables.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the pool, we have a nice waterfall pool outside. We just discovered the waterfalls yesterday, so it's been crazy. So we just had to get the internet going and everything. So we apologize for not being here and not giving y'all any content or entertainment over the last 2 weeks. But we are back. We are back in action. Excuse the nakedness on the wall, y'all. The stuff on the floor. I'm gonna get all that fixed up in the next couple of weeks, but I didn't want that to stop us from going live today. So, how you been the last 2 weeks, Flight?
Man, vibing, on the move. I just got back from the H this past weekend. Fun, crazy. I have a crazy story. It's just people are weird.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just go ahead and get this out here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
People are weird. So I went to the Post Oak. The
hotel in the Galleria area, right?
Yep, I was at the Post Oak. Usually, I gotta make my stop every time I go there. I gotta stop there. Have to. Obviously, we stayed there after our wedding. They showed a lot of love, and every time we go back, they show love every time. Go there, having a good time, talking to my homegirl that's bartending. Shout out to my homegirl Felice. She's a bartender at the hotel. We was at the pool, just vibing out, chilling. Had to go to the bathroom. I walked through the doors and I look at the reception desk and I'm like, this person looks familiar. Like I've seen this person somewhere, but I can't lay my finger on where I've seen them at. I keep walking, have my head down. As I get to the front doors, I look up and it's like 4 big dudes walking through the door and 2 or 3 white boys behind them. I'm like, well, this got to be somebody important. So they just move in. They walk in front of me, and they start walking in the direction that I'm walking to. And on the Post Oak, there's this long hallway. There's the little bit, you see a couple of Rolls Royces down in the hall. Then there's a ballroom. Then there's a shop or 2 on the other end and the bakery. I'm thinking they're going down that way, and I go and look at the Rolls Royces or whatever because they look of importance, like they about to go and buy one. I look up, it's Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is right in front of me. And as I look up and see Anthony Edwards, he busts a right, which is the same right I'm trying to bust because I'm trying to go to the restroom. Also, remind you, 2-3 white boys I was behind them, they bust that right too. And I'm like, what is going on? So now they kind of like blockading the hallway because those 2 or 3 white boys follow Anthony Edwards into the bathroom. And I'm just like, what is going on, bro? Like, I just got to pee. Like, I understand who's in front of me, but I just got to pee. So as I finally make my way to the door, I hear a whole bunch of like commotion and arguing. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on? I back up and the door swings open and it's one of the white boys has his phone out with the camera open. And he was trying to take a picture of Anthony Edwards while Anthony Edwards was trying to pee, bro.
Yeah.
People are weird. Like, as I go in there to use the restroom, I just hear in the background, like, hey, you saw that? He was trying to take a picture while my meat was out. I was like, oh,
that sound like Anthony Edwards.
This is crazy. Like, this is insane. But bro was really trying to take a picture while he was peeing, bro. Like, people are weird.
Yeah, I mean, instead of just being respectful and letting the man handle his business, then coming afterwards and being like, "Hey, Anthony, I'm a huge fan. You know, if you got time,
he got to walk outside. He got to walk in the lobby. You got to go to the lobby, bro. Just wait for the lobby.
Yeah.
Like, why are you in the bathroom with him, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's being in the bathroom. You know, you got to pee, you got to handle your business, but then you look over, you see Anthony Edwards. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot going on. I mean, I get it. You know, he's a big time, but Jesus Christ.
It made me mad though, because like now, like as I'm trying to go in there, I recognize who it is, but also I need to pee. I don't care about you that much to where I'm a sabotage me using the restroom, and I don't want to take a picture of you while you peeing either. Like
in the bathroom, it's just more like, "What's up, bro?"
Yeah, like that was it, right?
So I'm probably just a huge fan.
Hey,
let me ask you a question. Like, do you like? All right, so with Anthony Edwards and let's say like all the other stalls was taken, but it was the one next to him, and you go peeing as a celebrity, do you be like, you know, do you say what's up? Do you just pee?
I'm just going.
Do you acknowledge that, you know, this celebrity?
If every stall is taken, and there was only a stall next to him, I'm just going pee. It just feels, that's just weird to me. Like I don't want to. Nah, bro. When I'm getting ready to pull my meat out to pee, bro, I don't want to say what's up or nothing, bro. It just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, like, hey, what up, boy?
Good.
You good over there?
And drinks got on top of me, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, nah, bro. I can't do it, dog.
Well, I peed as long as you was in the playoffs, boy. That's a long pee. So you gotta break the ice, something like that. I don't know. That's probably what I would have said. But.
You probably would, man. If you don't shut your ass up talking.
Yeah, he probably would have told me, and I would have laughed. No, I would have just waited. I would have just waited and talked to him. You know, and just like I get it. You know, I don't get it because I don't live that life, but I have empathy for the celebrities that, you know, I listen to a lot of people. So like Ricky Smiley talks about this stuff a lot, and a lot of other celebrities that talk about like I can only imagine not being able to go somewhere and people all in your face and stuff. I would try to, no matter who I meet, I will always have the respect. Like, hey, you know, is it okay? You know, do you mind taking a picture? If not, hey, it was a pleasure to see you and even talk to you for a second. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it was dope. I remember when I met Ricky Smiley, hey, it was just got to talk to him, got to have 3 or 4 words. To me, that almost means more than the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Martin, I got to, you know, when I met Martin, shook his hand, you know, but it was more of a backstage kind of thing. So shook his hand, just said, "Oh, I'm a big fan." You know, all right, yeah, come on, take a picture. Took a picture. It was kind of over, you know. But at least to me, a conversation would mean way more than just,
for sure.
You know, like, to me but that's out of respect though. Just to be like, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Darrell. I'm a big fan. Been watching you since I was a kid. You know, I don't know if I ever get a chance to see you again, so I just wanted to say hello." But if they eating or talking to someone else, going to the bathroom, or on the phone, I wouldn't bother them. That's just rude. But people don't have that. People don't understand that boundaries. They think about themselves. Oh, I see The Rock. I see Brad Pitt. I see Michael B. Jordan. I see. I want to react. I don't. I'll never get this opportunity again. So,
Well, the thing is that people think that they try to use that lame ass excuse, like this is what you signed up for, and like yeah, they understand that like that comes with the territory, but at the same time, they are still people, bro. Like,
well, this is what you signed up for. In like if you're just walking in the mall, or if you're whatever. But if you're eating in the bathroom or whatever, like something more personal with your family, what I'm saying. If you got all your kids with you, you're like, hey, well, hey, boy, big fan, boy.
Right, and that's the premise of what I'm saying. It's like they understand, and in those aspects of where they walking down the street, or like they just in the lobby or whatever, just chilling, like what they circle.
Yeah.
They get that. They understand that. But like what I'm saying is people think that it doesn't matter where you're at. You're supposed to be ready to do any and everything. That's not how that's not realistic, dog.
People only care about themselves. They care about what they want.
Exactly, bro.
Selfish mofos.
And that dude was like, he was hella self because he was very adamant about it. I'm talking about, like, I saw the camera open, bro, and like I was like, you gotta be one thirsty, weird individual to try and capture a picture of someone using the restroom, bro. That shit was weird, dog. It made me even more mad. It made me even more mad because I'm trying to go and use the restroom, so it looks like I'm a part of this whole thing. So, which made me even more mad. I was just like, I looked at his bodyguards like, look, bro, I was just trying to pee, bro. Like, he's like, man, I ain't tripping, bro. Come on. It's like he pointed at him. He's like, he weird as shit, but just come on. It's like,
yeah, that's cool though. You got to at least meet, in a sense, Anthony Edwards.
I was in the same vicinity as Anthony Edwards. I didn't get to say anything to him. I was in the same vicinity of him. I didn't get a chance because like after that happened, like after he did what he had,
you kind of ruined it for everybody.
Yeah, it was raps. I didn't see him no more. Like they got him to the room and that was it.
Yeah, well, that's cool. You got to experience that though. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll see him again.
Yeah, one day. That's a dope story though. That you like that you got to have that experience with them, and shout out to Anthony Edwards, man. For man, if you see this, my boy Flight was in the bathroom. He know, bro.
Man, I was letting you handle your business, but I was respecting your boundaries. I'm sorry that weird ass dude didn't, but you know what I'm saying?
You're ruining it for everybody else.
We ruined it for everybody. I wasn't even gonna be on no crazy shit. I was gonna say, what's up, big fan? Keep doing your thing and keep it pushing. I would have went right back to my drink. You would have went to your room. We would have went our separate ways. Everything would have been good. But nobody ruined that. Ruined that for surely. But also, I see Casey said something about was Beyonce there. I don't know. Well, I guess she clarified it herself, but there was a lot of people there, bro. A lot of people there. A lot of people. It was insane, the amount of people that was there. It's always busy that way.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to go one day. I would have been out and about with you if I didn't have to do all that moving and stuff. But
it's a vibe over there, bro.
Oh, I bet. But like we like I said, we glad to be back, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot that we missed, man. Since we've been gone, we almost went into World War III. So the crazy people say. What else happened since we've been gone? B. Simone don't like. You know what? Let's talk about that really quick before we. I don't know if you've seen that. I just like warm up conversation. Let's just get back into flowing. Get back into flowing here before we get to our main topics. B. Simone went on. I think it was her podcast, and I see it on my YouTube. That's what made me think about it. B. Simone went on there on her podcast and was talking to her friend about how she's now being broke. And that how her money is not the same anymore, and she used to shop at Bloomingdale's, and now she's literally on there crying because she has to shop at H&M.
What's wrong with that?
Well, you're right. One is what's wrong with it, and two, is it that bad that you have to cry
to shop at H&M?
To shop at H&M. When you saw that, what was your first initial thoughts on that?
I was over it. It's like you got to shop at. Like I understand that you had a lifestyle that you once lived. You can't live that lifestyle. There's people that had that lifestyle and literally can't even shop at H&M. Be grateful. Like, but also I didn't pay much attention to them either. All of that shit, and I saw that you upset that you got to shop at H&M is crazy.
I'm on the Bloomingdale website. All right, you know me. You know I love to do some screen sharing. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Here we go, everybody. We're going to go on Bloomingdale's right now and just see. Wait, what happened? Oh, there you go. Wait, where we go? Where we go? Hold on now. What? I don't know what happened. Something happened here. Whatever. So this is Bloomingdale's. So I guess Bloomingdale's is a high-end store, which is weird. I've never seen a high-end store having 65% off.
It's very true.
I see that's the first thing I see. So let's look at the summer dresses. Let's see how much this stuff costs. I mean, this ain't too far from H&M. What you crying for?
It's closer. It's closer to Zara. It's closer to Zara. Or not Zara.
You're right. It's closer to Zara than it is to Neiman Marcus.
What's it? What's that other one? Is it
not
Zara?
Too bad.
Is Zara what I'm thinking of? Maybe it is Zara that I'm thinking of. I feel like it's another brand I'm thinking of too. Anyway, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like she making it seem like it's Louis. That ain't Louis.
Well, I didn't know
Fendi.
Like, I didn't know what Bloomingdale's was. When she said it, I just thought my poor mind couldn't wrap my mind around what Bloomingdale's was. So I didn't know what. That's why I'm glad I wanted to look at it. I know what H&M is.
When you said it, I'd never heard of it, so I just thought like I was just uncultured.
I wonder what is the how can I say this? What is the poor similarity to her not being like, so is it like I used to shop at Express, now I shop at Ross?
I guess.
Or is it like Macy's and now I'm at K&G? So
I the equivalent of that.
I get, and you're right, Mom. She said it's not H&M. It's that she's broke. But being at H&M don't mean you broke. H&M got dope clothes.
That's where I'm at with it. Like you able to buy clothes from H&M. You ain't. Never mind. I ain't even about to get into it.
To me, it's okay to acknowledge it. So my thing is, if you're gonna go on your podcast, and you're gonna say, my life has changed. I used to be able to do this. Now I'm only able to do that. As I'm getting things figured out and trying to get back to where I used to be, this is where I'm at. But to go on there and be crying, like, how do you think you made all the poor people feel?
Terrible.
like your fans. I'm not saying all her fans are poor, but most of her fans don't have the money and the resources
exactly
that she has. Exactly. So how do you think it makes these people feel? I just couldn't imagine getting and like I said, this is predicated on me not knowing how it is. Because I guess I'm trying to think if I always shopped at Gucci. I think this is a little different because this is a little off. But if I had to shop at Gucci and Louis and Fendi got man clothes, right?
Fendi, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm about to feel real weak. Fendi and all these other high-end Burberry, all these high-end stores, and now I'm literally having to shop at Ross and K&G. Like, that's a whole image thing. It's not like jewelry. Like, I can go get some fake jewelry and make it look like I'm still living that kind of life. Clothes, people gonna tell.
Rich people do that all the time.
Rich people do. We talking about the jury.
Yeah, jury.
Yeah, rich people do it. Yeah. I mean, Steve Jobs is one of the richest men to ever walk the earth, and he wore a black turtleneck and blue jeans every day.
That's wealth.
He wore a black turtleneck and blue. I just think it's a disconnect between her and her friends, because then you got people on there. You know, it's always gonna be a different side of the story about how her friend. You don't let your friend be there and be broke. I don't know. It was a whole thing, but I just think that was the wrong call by B. Simone. You said what?
I don't understand how she's broke.
I mean, I can. She's not really that talented, but I don't.
No. I'm not understanding how she's broken. You able to shop at H&M?
Oh, I see. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Take a shot at her like that, dude. That's not what you meant.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
I mean, B. Simone. I mean, she's cool, but she's not one of these people where I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, oh, I can see how that happened. Now, DCM Fly told me that if he was on the podcast crying because he's shopping at H&M, well, you know, and he's upset about it, I would be like, well, how are you broke, the DC? You book gigs, you're getting money, you're doing shows. How are you broke? You know, but B. Simone was like, oh no, I get it. I mean, you don't really see her outside of her podcast. I think she goes on tour. I think she does jokes. I mean, I think she's a comedian. She's a comedian, right? All right, whatever. But I think
shout out to her and her profession.
Huh?
I said shout out to her and her profession.
Yeah, whatever it is. But I mean, she just got to bounce back. You know, it just take that one. When you already got the spotlight, it just takes that one big thing to happen for you to bounce back. So I guess we'll just keep B. Simone in our prayers.
So wait. So let me ask this. So B. Simone is the one that was talking about she used to shop at Bloomingdale's and now she shop at H&M?
Correct.
I thought this whole time we was talking about her friend.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's B. Simone. Yeah, B. Simone's the one. Well, and B. Simone is also the one that wrote
now
the book.
That pisses me off even more. Like you still able to do things. You still have a fan base. You still got a community that's going to like subscribe or like pay for things. If you drop merch, they gonna pay for it. Like you still able to have a little bit. You making more than what we do. You don't have to work a 9 to 5 like we do. So what do you mean you broke?
Oh, if she got to work a 9 to 5, she really gonna start crying.
That's what I'm saying. Like you not broke. What do you mean? You don't have to work a 9 to 5, dog. You don't have to worry about what people that work a 9 to 5 actually have to worry about, how they gonna be able to pay this bill, how they gonna be able to get lunch until they get their next check. Are they gonna be able to make it to their next check? Like you don't deal with those issues that people that work a 9 to 5 and work hard every damn day have to deal with. You over here complaining about shopping from Bloomingdale's to H&M, and there's not much of a difference. So what are we really talking about, bro? You just doing this for attention? Because you're not broke if you shopping at H&M and you still got a platform. There's no way. The way social media paying out, if you got a blue check every time you post and them impressions come in, you getting some bread. I'm sure you still got a community. So the fact that you over here crying that I'm broke, I'm shopping at H&M, that's a shot at everybody that's busting their ass every day. That's crazy. Now, if you saying that when you was like you did hit rock bottom and you had nothing, well, shout out to you for bouncing your way back up and being able to get to shopping at H&M. That's dope. But if you said you got knocked from here where you're shopping at Bloomingdale's and now the money ain't coming in as much, but it's coming in enough to where you can consistently shop at H&M, that's kind of disrespectful to the hard workers in the community, dog. That's how I'm looking at it.
Tell them how you really feel then.
That's crazy, bro. Like, I say this. What we doing, she's essentially like got started. I think she got started like in the content creation space. I could be wrong, but anyway, she has a following on social platforms. We trying to get to where she at. like this.
I'm trying to get to H&M.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to H&M consistently. I'm trying to go to H&M and pick it up and be like, oh, this ain't nothing. Sometimes I go to H&M and I'm like, shit. I can't do it.
I only go to Macy's when they have a red tag sale. That's the only time I go to Macy's.
That's it. If I do, I'm going straight to the clearance section. That's it. That's what I'm doing, bro. So like, I don't know, but let her see this, and she gonna think we talking about it. She gonna say y'all broke as shit, and ain't she the same person?
No, she can't tell us that because I swear to God, Flight, if she was to do that, I would flame her from the bottom to the top. She cannot do that. But what we will get is hashtag protect Black Queens. That's what we will get. That's what's gonna come.
Oh my
but
God.
She ain't gonna say nothing, but we will get. Yeah, we will get the. Anyway, let's move on. We should keep B. Simone in our prayers.
That'll piss me off even more.
Listen, I hope it comes.
That'll piss me off even more, dog.
I hope it comes. I saw this and I just wanted to touch on it real quick. I don't know how old the story is.
Okay.
Fly, you can check the validity on it if you want to. Okay. If it's a fake story, then we're gonna pretend like it's real. 37-year-old Michael Brown, who runs Brown's Dream Team Landscaping, is in hot water after he threw a party in a client's $4.3 million mansion. Hundreds of guests showed up and paid Brown an entry fee. Neighbors eventually called the cops due to loud music and the amount of cars on the street. So, really quick, this guy has a landscaping company. He was cutting the grass. I'm going to just take a wild guess. At some white folks' house. He was cutting the grass. He then gets the bright idea to throw a party at these people's house. Do we want to guess what race this dude is? Mm-hmm. Let's take one guess.
I mean, I'm not going to guess because I'm looking at the picture now. So.
Oh, for chat, guess. When did it happen? I meant to check. When did it happen? This is old story.
From this story. So just to double check, the title of this story is "Landscaper Arrested for Throwing Large Unauthorized House Party While Homeowners Were Away."
That sounds like
June 25th.
So it's recent.
This is on. I'm looking at the article on ABC News.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, perfect. Because I remember I had a story and it was like 2 years ago, but that's fine. Okay, good. This is recent. So good. I feel better talking about it. 37-year-old Michael Brown, who runs Browns. The company is named after you. We talked about this before. When the company is named after you, who runs Brown's Dream Team Landscaping. He cut the grass. Casey, don't be ashamed. Tell me what race he is. Chat, tell me what race this dude is. He saw an opportunity. He cut the grass through his will. He was like, hey, DeMarcus. I just gave y'all a hint. DeMarcus, come here.
I just gave y'all a hint.
DeMarcus, come here, bro. Hey, they ain't never home. We should throw a party.
Bro.
We should throw a party at these random people's house.
How do you?
What race is this? We need to start playing that. I need to start finding stories and reading, and then we all together guess what race is this.
The race of his last name.
What race is this guy? So, Flight, what is your take on this guy? We don't know what color he is right now until the chat tells us. What race is this dude that decides to throw a party at these random people's house? And then have the nerve to have loud music and a whole bunch of people show up.
I mean, I'm looking at the picture right now. So,
do you have more pictures, or is it just?
It's
a picture of him.
It's a picture. It's a mugshot, and then there's a picture of him during an interview.
He has an interview.
It says the picture under the picture. The description is in this screen grab from a video. Michael Brown speaks during an interview.
Hold on, Flight. This is 20 seconds here. This is 30 seconds. I'll play this one. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me make that big. All right, here we go, guys. I found this. We're gonna look at this together. Y'all about to find out what race he is. And Casey, you just don't be ashamed. It ain't you. It ain't all of them, but it's a lot of them. Hold on. Here we go. All right, and go.
Facing charges this morning, deputies say he threw a party at the home of a customer while they were away. The Union County Sheriff's Office says Michael Brown invited several hundred people to the home near 12 Mile Creek Road. Brown originally told deputies the house was his. Then he claimed it was his grandparents.
He lied and told these people that this was.
And eventually he admitted he had no relation to the homeowners. Deputies also say he charged a cover fee for the party and then pocketed the cash. Brown was able to post bond and is now out of jail this morning.
Everybody that went to that party, you a new fool.
How? I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed. The fact that you was able to get people to pull up to the party and pay to get into a house party is
that was not impressive. Yeah, he had to put the mansion on the front cover of the invite. We doing a mansion party. People gonna pull up.
I'm not paying to get into no house party.
I mean, you're right. For a normal 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3,000 square foot, you're absolutely right. But a mansion party could be a little different because it's a mansion. You know, it's gonna be more things going on. I wonder what the cover charge was. Knowing black people, I gave it away. Knowing black people, he probably charging 20 at the door.
It's definitely 20 at the door.
Ladies get in free.
20 at the door. Easily. I'm impressed though. It's stupid that you did it at somebody's house you don't know. But I'm impressed.
This is Projects X.
This
is a real nigga enterprise that he put together. Bro, this dude, these people, I just don't. I guess for me, bro, I'm not impressed because I don't understand how you go from cutting these people's yard to throwing a house party. To me, it's something missing in that gap. How do you go from cutting these people's yard to throwing a party at these people's house?
It's like you said, it had to be pre-planned, bro. It had to be.
But I mean,
they never home, bro. They never home. We could do this.
Yeah, I bet one of the homies was like, I don't know, bro. Like,
come on, man. Just think about the bread that we can get.
I know, bro, but bro, somebody live here, bro. Like,
no, but they never home, dog. They never home. Imagine the amount of baddies that are gonna pull up to our party, dog. Imagine, bro. And then on top of that, they gotta know what's up. We can pocket that bread, bro.
I know, bro, but you think
remember you said that you had to pay so and so back? Like you ain't know how you was gonna get it and you fear for your life. This is the way right here.
He said it's gonna be a lot of baddies.
What? You see this house? You don't think baddies gonna come to this house?
All right, bro. All right, listen. Hey, but listen. If we get caught though, you on your own, bro.
Man, we ain't gonna get caught. See, that's why we can never really do something because you always worried about something.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. But if we get caught, you on your own, bro. I don't know you, bro.
Man, we ain't gonna get caught. We're not getting caught.
It's on you.
We're not getting caught. Come on, bro.
It's on you, bro. There better be some baddies there.
It's about to be a movie, bro. I promise you it's gonna be a movie.
All right, we're gonna see.
It's gonna be a movie.
And remember, this your dumb idea.
Hey, bro, get excited. Damn.
I'll be excited tomorrow. I'm still thinking about it, nigga. Come on. Run it.
Whatever. Matter of fact, don't even come. I got it. Don't be asking about that money when I have it either. And you know that's how bailed him out. That's exactly how it went, bro.
I feel like that's exactly how that conversation went. Maybe there was maybe it was a circle of them. Maybe it was a couple guys that was in there. Like,
right.
What you call it? It was a couple of them, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Hey, that was impressive.
Thank you. Listen, we listen. I'm more clear on camera. I can improvise. But I saw that story. I've been holding on to that one for a couple of days, so I wanted to bring that up. But
that's crazy.
Moving on, man. Moving on. Let's talk about how I opened up the show. Let's talk about Granny, man. Granny on 45, man. She held up. For those who don't know, I say we got a lot of people watching today. Appreciate, we gotta throw the plug in there. For those who are sitting here watching, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of people watching. It looks like we have about 60. It says 63 people watching. What a return! What a return! I hope y'all not bots. I really hope y'all not. Prove to me that y'all not bots. And go like and subscribe to our YouTube page. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Facebook. I said Twitch. I'm sorry. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter, and we're live on Facebook. So please, y'all go like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss when we drop videos. We have movie episodes. We have our live episode. We have a sports show coming. It's a lot of content coming as we're trying to get things back and settled. You can hit it right there. You can scan the QR code right there. Right there. That's it. Scan it right there. That's it. I was just poking at it. You want to definitely hit that one. Use your phones. Do whatever you got to do. Hit the barcode. Go to the YouTube page. Run the subscribers up. We're trying to get to 1.1. We're at, I think, 1,072 subscribers, so 73, something like that. So we're trying to get to 1.1. So please go and like it. I hope y'all enjoying the content. We're about to get a whole lot crazier. So just wanted to go ahead and drop all that information. And I'm looking a lot more clear on here today. So I'm loving it. Once I get my lighting and stuff situated, I'm going to look just like Flight, y'all. Watch. I'm going to look just like him. So we both going to be on the same quality. Kind of, because your camera a little better than mine. So, moving on. This past week, I don't know what day that was on. Was you here yet?
No, I want to say it had to be Thursday. Because I think we heard about it when we were getting released. So, yeah, I think it was Thursday.
Okay, so on Thursday, here in Houston, Texas, there was a situation that took place on Houston's probably busiest freeway, I-45. I-45 is a freeway that, for those who don't live in Houston, I'm explaining this for. I-45 is a freeway that goes north and south through the city of Houston. It takes you from Dallas to Galveston. It's gonna run you right into the ocean. If you keep straight, you will eventually hit the ocean. If you keep north, you will eventually hit Dallas, Texas. It's one of the main freeways. Everybody knows 45. Well, this elderly woman was driving on 45 when she just randomly pulled in front of a semi truck, and she got hit by the semi truck. Gets out the car with a folding chair, puts the folding chair, unfolds the folding, like y'all saw me in the show first started. Undo the folding chair in the middle of the freeway. And sat in that folding chair with a gun in her hand. This prompted HPD to respond, where they ended up blocking the freeway on both sides. So it was southbound blocked one way and northbound blocked the other way. And there was a standoff, or in this case, a sit-off with HPD for 5 hours. I want to say like 4.5, but for the sake of the story, 5 hours. It had the entire city of Houston shook. Some people was like, can y'all get this old lady off the freeway? Just bomb rush her. She's old. Other people were like, she has mental health issues. She needs help. I think no matter where you were no matter where you were in the story, you were excited about how the story ended.
Yes.
After 5 hours, the story ended with the elderly woman giving a hug to the negotiator. Mm-hmm. I don't know what prompted this. I don't think we've seen any more stories since then. But it was a situation, like I said, the entire city was talking about it. That this lady literally stood in the middle of the freeway. She wasn't protesting anything. She wasn't. You didn't know what it was besides mental health. She didn't shoot at anybody. Mm-mm. She didn't point. From my understanding, she didn't point the gun at anybody.
Yep.
Where my gun at? She literally just held it, just literally like this
That's it.
the entire time. The entire time. I thought if she might have been a dementia patient. I think she was about 60 something years old, which is dementia age, but it just still mind boggling that took place though. So,
But
Flight, when you saw it, what was your thoughts on it?
I had no idea. So many questions. Like, what led to this? I absolutely thought like this had to be mental issues. Had to be like mental. Like she deals with something that's deeper than rap, for lack of better terms, bro. Because that's crazy to do, bro. And it was scary in a sense, man. Like, could you imagine being on that road and them like in them front cars looking at this lady sitting there like this? You don't know what's about to happen. Like that's traumatizing, low key. Especially if it would have ended in the worst way. That's traumatizing. So when I saw that, I thought people was playing around until I actually went and did the research and actually seeing this lady look like in a robe or whatever. It looked like a robe, whatever that little sweater thing is. And the fact that she had a lawn chair in the car, it also sparked like, has she done this before? Because why is it in the car? I don't feel like
keep a lawn chair in the car.
Do you? Well, you tailgate, so that makes sense.
Well, I mean, I always keep one just in case. Wherever I go, I have a chair.
But okay,
maybe Grady was on the scene.
And please forgive my ignorance.
You're right. It comes from tailgate, but I do keep at least one in there.
Have you always done this?
Yeah. What do you mean always? Like, I mean, since I've had.
I feel like this is something that sparked since you became when
I
one
purchased
of those guys for the Texans.
Yeah. When I purchased it,
yeah, that makes sense. But like outside of that, unless you you got kids, so you constantly at a game, or you constantly going to tailgates. Outside of that, why is a lawn chair in your car?
Hey man, you pop that mug open, you got somewhere to sit. My wife got somewhere to sit.
Maybe forgive my ignorance. Maybe that's more common than I think. But that was my first thoughts. Is like, there's some type of mental health issue, and two, she's done this before. That's crazy. And to hold up 45 for that long, of all interstates, 45.
I mean, even me, I think I went home 59 because it happened not too far from the job.
I'm about to say that was like around.
It was on 45 in Cypress for us Houston folks that know where that is. For me, I had to go. I went home. I live out 59 now, so I've always went 59 home. But that particular day, I think that might have been my first. Yeah, that was my. Which is great. That was my first day coming home to the new apartment. To the new house.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me, which probably took me 40 minutes on a regular day. It took me like an hour and 5, maybe. Yeah. But so just because people rerouting and stuff. I did see that. So I did. This is how I knew something was crazy. Now I haven't got the official news on this, but what I heard was that she was asking for her kids, and the daughter showed up, but then the daughter left.
My mama said the cops spoke about it today, and it had to do with her family. I did see something about like the daughter showing up, talking to her, and that when the daughter showed up and talked to her, that's when the negotiator was able to like finish it all up.
The daughter had been there.
Yeah, because she said the report I saw said that the daughter been dealing with this. And she just left.
So here I found the
which I couldn't even imagine being a kid in that sense either.
That's what I said. I said the same thing.
Imagine being a kid.
Imagine being at work and somebody said, "Hey, man, you need to go get your mama. She on 45."
What's she doing? What's she doing on 45?
Mama, mama, what are you doing?
Again? She on 45 again?
Not again, man. Please.
She dealt with it before. That's crazy.
Yeah. What are you supposed to do? You want me to approach my mom with a gun, man? Please.
What?
Well, she gonna remember that report card. Here we go.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Now let's see what this let's see what this one says.
Shout out KHOU11.
Shout out KHOU.
And now to still more breaking news, a standoff bringing traffic to a stand still along the North Freeway.
Yeah, deputies have been talking with a woman who is sitting on the.
I want somebody to know something too. That chair that she's in, that's a good doggone chair too.
Nah, it definitely looked like a good chair.
That's not. This is what a regular chair look like. This is what a regular.
Hey, regular
chair looks like.
I need to make sure I get one of them chairs. I'm pulling up for this season too. That's a sidebar.
Oh yeah. I got you.
That's a sidebar, but yeah, that's a good chair.
That is the support. That's stability.
Yes, for sure.
Freeway with a gun for several hours now. It's happening in the southbound lanes of I-45 at Cypresswood Drive. Matt Doherty is there with the latest on what's happening. Matt?
Yeah, Lynn, it's been going on for more than 3 hours at this point. We're keeping a close eye on what's happening right up there. That's the southbound lane of I-45. You can see all of those constable's office deputies up there, some of them having shields. You can see that one officer a little bit to the left over there who actually has a rifle. That's where we believe where that rifle is pointed is on the area where the activity is actually happening. That's in the middle of the freeway where we're told that a woman is sitting in a chair with a gun to her head. This apparently happened several hours ago when somebody called 911 and reported they had a crash, and apparently the driver had a gun or something. So
I think I saw this scene right here. I thought this was one of the craziest scenes. Whoever got this shot, that was an incredible shot of these two 18-wheelers splitting her.
Yeah, bro.
That was an incredible shot that somebody got. I saw this and I said, that's just to kind of give you, that gives you real perspective on how much balls this woman had.
It's insane that happened, bro.
Deputies came out here. They say that she had the gun, and then she
look at that.
her vehicle.
That boy DB said she definitely spent over $20 for that chair.
Chair in the middle of
Facts.
The freeway, and then a gun to her head. Again, it's been 3 hours, more than 3 hours that they've been trying to.
They say gun to her head, like it was by her head, like to her head.
Maybe so. At one point, maybe.
That's a strong verbiage from all the pictures I've seen, bro.
True.
Strong verbiage.
We do hope that this has a peaceful resolution, but until we find out, we're going to stay here and be on top of this, and we'll bring you another update tonight at 6, Lynn.
All right.
That's crazy.
Boy.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's why there were so many cops that was out. Because I don't ever see that many cops out. It was a lot I saw from when I touched city limits till the tollway, to Sam Houston tollway. I think I counted like 15 cops.
Yeah, they trying to make sure there was no replicas.
All right, bro, that was insane. The amount of cops that I seen in that little man, bro, 15 in that little stint. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think. I guess I'm glad that she was able to get away, because the moment she would have pointed that gun at some, they would have lit her up. I'm talking Queen Latifah. Set it off.
Yeah, Casey said they had military out there too.
It was a little overkill. Yeah, it was a little overkill.
DB says she kept pointing to her head, demanding to see her kids or something. I couldn't remember. Someone was live and I was watching it live. Oh, okay. Then now, because that's what I was worried about. Like, don't say it's pointing to her head when all of the stuff that we see is just by her head. Like, that verbiage, just a couple of words can make it sound real worse than what it is. But if she actually did, man, that's crazy. That's insane. Cypress would stay full of cops, man. I'm telling you, DB, it was wicked on that drive in, bro.
Well, we're gonna keep Miss Evelyn in our prayers.
Yeah, man. I'm glad that it ended peacefully, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna keep Miss Evelyn, and we're gonna I hope Miss Evelyn getting that. I did see they won't be charging her with anything.
That's good. I hope she gets the necessary help that she needs too.
Yeah, but I mean at 60, whatever she is, I mean it ain't that much. Anyways, all right, so we're gonna move on to Diddy.
Oh yeah, partial verdict, huh? What's it called?
Diddy, the diddler. That's what they're calling him, the diddler.
Well, they made a whole little segment song for it.
Yeah, Diddy. Yeah, it's the. I'm trying to get my notes put up here.
Shout out to
I-45.
Shout
Shout out to I-45, man.
out I-45, man.
She was on PCP. She was on something. Switching gears to Diddy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. Make sure you hit the bell icon to make sure you
don't get that from the Centel.
We go get make sure you don't miss a video when we go live or when we post one. Moving on, man. Diddy has the trial has essentially come to an end. The defense did not the defense did not have any witnesses. So after the last witness from the prosecution, they started their closing arguments. I believe that started on last Thursday, and the jury has been in deliberation since then. The jury today has reached a partial verdict in the Diddy trial. So this is breaking news, and what it seems like, y'all, we won't have what we need today. But I want to go ahead and make a promise right now. If they release this tomorrow, I will be making another video. If Flight is available, I know he will join me. But if that, we will be making another video. But at the minimum, I'll be making another video on the verdict on tomorrow. But what it seems like what happened was he's getting charged on 5 counts. For those who don't know, they moved to get some of the they didn't get him dropped. I guess the way that they're framing is that they don't want the jury to focus on certain things, which was the arson, the kidnapping, and the.
You want me to read the counts?
I had it. Go ahead. Well, no, I'm talking the ones that got dropped in a sense. It was arson, kidnapping, and the aiding and abetting of the sex trafficking, not the sex trafficking itself, but the aiding and the abetting of the sex trafficking. Those 3 were dropped, which left us with.
So Rico, that's the one that they're trying to come to a verdict on. Then they reached a verdict on counts 2, 3, 4, and 5, which count 2 is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Count 3 is transportation to engage in prostitution. Count 4 is sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. So 2 and 4 are the same. And then 5, transportation to engage in prostitution. And so
it's 2 counts on each.
But that's crazy. 15 for 2 and 4, 10 for 3 and 5.
Yeah.
And if he's proven guilty for
the racketeering,
Rico, that's life. Damn. I mean, he already at this point.
I don't think they're gonna hit him on the Rico.
Yeah, I don't think they go. If it's taking this long, I don't think he's getting hit on the Rico.
I don't think he's gonna get. Well, so let's talk about it. So, like you read off the 5 counts. Count 1, of course, racketeering. Count 2 and 4 is sex trafficking. Count 3 and 5 is transportation to engage in prostitution. I do think that they will for sure get him on counts 3 and 5, which is the transportation to engage in prostitution, because we all know about the escorts that was hired. We know about all these guys, about the escort that they were bringing in, sleeping with Cassie, sleeping with Jane Doe. We talked about it on the show, rubbing the nut on the guy nipples and all that stuff on Diddy nipples. He a big. It was a big freak. That's what we find out about Diddy in this. He's a big freak.
Nasty nigga.
Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. I do think they're gonna. I think they're gonna find him guilty on 2 through 5. I don't think they're gonna get him for the RICO. I want to look up something. I meant to look it up before we start, but hey, whatever. We're gonna look it up right now. I want to look up the actual definition of racketeering.
Okay.
All right. Racketeering generally refers to the act of engaging in a pattern of illegal activities, often for profit and frequently associated with organized crime. It often involves coercion, fraud, extortion, or other illegal schemes carried out repeatedly or consistently to generate income. The Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, RICO, is a key piece of legislation used to prosecute racketeering activities in the United States. Here's a more detailed breakdown. Organized crime. Racketeering is often linked to organized crime groups like the mafia, but it can also apply to other criminal enterprises. Patterning of activity is a key element. Is the pattern of illegal activity. This means engaging in multiple related criminal acts over time. Profit motive. Racketeering typically involves using illegal means to generate profit, whether through extortion, fraud, or other illicit acts. Examples of racketeering activities, these can include drug trafficking, money laundering, extortion, bribery, fraud, gambling, and even acts like murder for hire. Woo! Y'all learned something today. After reading the definition and being more educated, they're probably going to get him on the RICO.
You think they're going to get him on RICO?
And the reason why, because they can prove the bribery.
Okay.
Because...
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, my bad. Before...
Go ahead.
Because there's obviously things within this, after learning the definition of RICO, right? There's obviously some things that you could get Diddy with, but what do you think is the biggest thing that they're looking for to drive that home to say, like, yeah, guilty? And excuse me for not, I did fall off on the trial to like the last 2-3 weeks with everything happening with the move and looking at houses and doing all this other stuff. And so I did kind of fall off the last 2-3 weeks, but I kind of kept up with a little bit. But I think that's a good question. I think they're going to probably be looking for, can they prove one of those things I just read maybe? The examples of racketeering, which is drug trafficking, money laundering, extortion, bribery, fraud, gambling. So you can't get gambling. There was no murder for hire that we know of. Of course, there's all these other conspiracies, but for what we know, there was no murder for hire. There was no gambling. Gambling. These are only examples too. The bribery and the extortion, though. The drug trafficking. He really wasn't trafficking drugs. He was more of a customer. If you would say, he wasn't trafficking the drugs. He wasn't Meech. He was the buyer. Money laundering, I don't know. I don't recall anybody talking about any money laundering schemes. I do remember he told the assistant. My bad, not to cut you off, but you say that he wasn't really trafficking the drugs, but he provided them.
Well, it
doesn't matter if he was selling them, how he got the fact that he provided them for others. Isn't that included in drug trafficking? No, he provided it. So because I feel like the definition of drug trafficking is you got to really look at it. Like, I don't think it's just the transportation of drugs. I think it's like whether you're distributing or whatever the case may be.
Drug trafficking is a global illicit trade involving the cultivation, manufacture, distribution, and sale of substances which are subject to drug prohibition.
Is it and or?
Involving the cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, and sale of substances. So all of it.
So that would be, as far as drug trafficking, depending on how they word it, Because if you say or, then it's just got to be one of those. If you say
Yeah.
and, then it's like,
I don't think they're gonna get him on drug. I don't think it's gonna be. I think where they're gonna get him because what they can prove is the bribery because he bribed her mama.
Oh, that's
He
right.
bribed her. He
Yeah,
bribed.
right.
I'm sorry, I said her. I didn't specify.
Cassie.
He bribed Cassie's mother.
Yeah.
And he also gave the security guard at the hotel with the video $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna get you on bribery and they're gonna get him on extortion.
For sure.
And that I think alone is gonna get him the racketeering. I think what they're trying to decide right now, to go back to your question, the original question, is was this an enterprise? I think that's going to be the biggest question. Was this a criminal enterprise? And if all right, let's cook. If you're going to go from a criminal enterprise perspective, I don't think you can charge him with the RICO. I don't think Diddy was necessarily running a criminal enterprise.
He just nasty.
He definitely running a freaky enterprise. For sure.
Freaky enterprise for sure.
He was running a freak, but I don't necessarily think he was running a criminal enterprise. Was there drugs involved? Was there hookers involved? Was there abuse? You can look at it criminally, and that's where I think the jury is split on. Like, I don't know no jurors.
Right.
But now that we're kind of breaking it down, and I just had to think about it for a second, I believe that they're trying to figure out, is this a criminal enterprise?
But okay.
Was this
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Was it organized crime? Or was it just crime? I think there's a difference in the RICO.
Break it down.
If it's just crime, we're just out there being freaky, doing stuff. Organized is just. I think the difference with organized crime is. I'm sorry, I'm thinking fast. Organized crime probably to me it looked like it's more. There's more papers. There's more. I guess in a sense, I don't know how else to say it, but organization. I don't necessarily think this was so organized. I think it was more like, all right, hey, I know somebody can send us drugs. We need the pink dolphin. Send it over here. We need the escorts. I know somebody that got the escort. Hey, Tyrone, can you pull up tonight? I don't think it was more. I think it was just more of we're just doing it more than it's just an organized crime. If that makes sense.
It's got to be organized, bro, because he knew all of the people. Didn't the baby oils have drug in it, bro?
I remember them talking about that, but I don't recall that being brought up in court if it was for sure.
Also, it's a Diddy party, bro. Diddy party, it's got to be organized. If everybody, you starting to hear a lot of these people say at a certain time, leave. That's organization at its finest, bro.
I don't think listening to the testimonies and stuff, I don't think that these events happen at his parties. Mm-hmm. I think what is getting confused is that it's another party. It is a party, but I don't think like when he inviting Kevin Hart and the Rocks and Ushers and all of them, I don't think that these events are happening at those parties. I think these are special parties with
freaky
special
parties.
invites that you have to come to.
Freaky parties.
You know, but I don't want to get the two mixed up because that's how other celebrities are getting drawn in. Because you're talking about, I just went to a Diddy party because, he having a party at his house because I'm just making up something. The BET Awards. He going to do a BET after party at his mansion in LA. Everybody pulling up, we turned up, we having a good time, we go home, we go to sleep. But now it comes out that Diddy a big old freak. And now is everybody like, this is what's happening at Diddy party. Well, that's not the party. I've heard a lot of celebrities say this is not what happened at the parties that I was at. I think these are separate occasions that happen outside of the party. I
get it. I'm playing devil's advocate. I didn't pay attention to this trial at all. I ain't listening to anything like that. I'm just going based off what I read, and then I'm just playing devil's advocate for sake of conversation, right? it's not like at these other freaky things he's doing. It's like, hey, we're gonna go over here, we're gonna have ourselves a good time, bring your own shit to get you right. He's supplying it. That could loosely be part of organization. Loosely. Like, that's how I'm looking at it, because they're going to try it. It's a loose definition. But if this has happened on several occasions, and if you're supplying things, it's essentially organized. And if you quote unquote sex trafficking, technically that becomes if you're sex trafficking and you're bringing these sex workers to these events, these freaky parties that you have in, technically, loosely based, that is an organized crime.
So, okay, so let me argue.
Devil's advocate for sake of conversation.
Let me debate.
Okay.
So you're telling me if I go to a party and somebody's just passing out weed, that's organized? Or is it just a dude passing out weed?
You're there as a guest, you lose basis. If you are the person and there's a whole bunch of weed before people get there. Also, weed is a terrible thing to use because it's illegal in half the country. That's a terrible one.
You're right. That was a bad example. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah, if you're there and you're supplying drugs that are illegal, like before people walk in, you already got things laid out. Drugs, the pink dolphin, whatever Stephon Diggs was doing, right?
That's a good one.
Whatever he had, you have that there, and this is your party. That's illegal. Loosely based.
We're not. You're right. I'm with you on illegal, but would you consider that an organized criminal activity?
That's why I say it's loose. It's loosely. That's why I'm saying it's a loose one. You can finagle your way up out of that chart, but I'm saying it's a loose. It's very loose. You can. I'm sure with the right people talking,
we the jurors right now. We still role playing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you be able, if somebody else is telling me and they got a good explanation as to why it's not organized, I might be like, well, yeah, you're right. It's a loose one, but it's something that's it's a knot that's there. I feel like that shouldn't just be glossed over.
Yeah, I look at organized criminal activity, and I look at it as like there's systems in place, right. Like, and I look at it differently than, I know somebody I can call. I don't necessarily consider that a system, but like there's criminal activity going on.
Right.
I get it. And that's where I think in this situation, excuse me, y'all, I take my allergy medicine, excuse me. That's where I think in this situation, I don't think like I don't know what I think right now, but that's I think where the jurors are debating, just like how we're debating and how you bringing great points, and I'm bringing great points. I think that's where that was your original question, and I think that's where they're trying to on that racketeering, because you can prove bribery, so I don't think they're focused on that. Because if that was the case, if you just had to get one of those things, but I think racketeering for RICO, you have to get two. You have to get two. So if it's bribery, what else can you put with the bribery? And that's so you're looking at the organized, and then that's not necessarily. If you get two, can you put those two with an organized criminal activity? So even if you want to get them for bribery and extortion, but now we got them for those two, but is it an organized criminal activity?
Gotcha.
I just have a feeling that's what they're debating about. I will. Oh my God, they come out and say we were right. He also, he had all kind of drugs. I just don't. But just because he had drugs, I don't want to get to where just because he had drugs, I don't think that doesn't. To me, this is my opinion. I love what the chat's saying. I love everybody's different opinions. Right. I just don't believe just because I have drugs, I'm an organized criminal activity.
No, right. That's why it's loose though.
Now, if you want to say I got the money,
because it may not be the different drugs. It's the bringing of the sex workers, and now you have drugs that are illegal, connected with that. They probably just trying to connect all of it. That's why I'm saying it's a loose thing. And this is your party that you organize, you put together. You said like, hey, I have this party for the BET Awards after party, right? Then there's the freaky party that's after. You know what I'm saying? This is not just it wasn't just like, if you just up and say like, man, let's keep the night going, I'm trying to get freaky. That's different. But you planning these freaky parties after, bro. There's planning going into these freaky parties because you don't want to get caught because you bringing in sex workers. You bringing in illegal drugs.
DB just brought up a good point. Can you put him on screen for me, please?
The most recent?
Yes. DB just brought up a good point, and that's where I was getting ready to go to a little bit. When you're talking RICOs, and like let's read what he said. Most RICO cases involve multiple people and etc. He the only one on trial, right? Yes. But and I was this is me listening to a couple videos before we went live and kind of getting a better idea of how this stuff works.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people admitted to the stuff that was going on. So yes, Diddy. Okay, I'm probably about to go against what I'm about to say. Now I think about it might have been organized. So Diddy, what he was doing was he had this person setting up the room, this person handling the money, this person doing this person doing that, and so like DB said, if it's a RICO, everybody got to go down.
Who's to say that? Who's to say that once we hear the verdict, who's to say that they not gonna go after everybody else?
So many people, because a lot of these people testified on behalf of the prosecution.
Okay.
So it is rumored, not proven, but it is rumored that a lot of these people had immunity. Now, if they had immunity, let me take them out. If they had immunity and you can't get them, can you get him on the RICO?
Okay.
Because now I'm kind of seeing where it's going to. I think so. Now what I think is going to happen, they're going to get him on this. I'm sorry, let me pull it. They're going to get him on the transportation to engage in prostitution. I don't think the prosecution did a really good. Did I say prosecution? To transportation to engage in prostitution. I don't think that the prosecution did a good job on proving that. Because yes, it's everybody. All they kept saying was, "Yeah, well, he paid me." But then Diddy's side was like, "Well, we don't know that he paid you for that. He probably just paid you for your company. How did we do? Y'all? He probably paid you to come hang out, and y'all ended up having sex,
right?
Instead of me paying you for sex." But I think they're going to try to get him on something. So if they're going to get him on anything, out of all these counts, if they're going to get him on anything, they're going to get him on the transportation to engage in prostitution, especially across state lines.
I mean, yeah, for sure.
It's trafficking by force, fraud, and I can never say that word right.
Coercion. Yeah.
That's going to be, I want to look at the definition of coercion. I just want to make sure I'm understanding what that is before the practice of persuading someone to do something by using force or threats. Yep, they got him.
Yep, they got him.
Yep, they got him. He ain't gonna get out of that one.
He's not out of that one at all.
He's not gonna get out of that one. Diddy, at the minimum, and I argued with a coworker about this the other day because she said that he's gonna get 15 years, and I said that's a little extreme. But now, like what you read, I got it right here. Sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion comes from is a maximum sentence of life in prison, minimum 15 years. Transportation to engage in prostitution, maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. Sex trafficking by force, that same thing. So that's the same thing. So that's it. So 15 to 10. So he can get a maximum of 10 for the transportation of prostitution, but he can get a minimum of 15. I think Diddy gonna do 15. I have to agree. I didn't know this. I didn't know that part, and so I was arguing with her to the end of it. But I must say, Diddy's probably gonna get 15 with some of the time he's already spent in there. Probably eligible for parole after 13, about 12, 13. They gonna get him though. What you looking at? What you cooking?
Nah, it's just the same shit that we used to talk
Oh,
about.
okay. I thought you had some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they're gonna get him on. I think they're gonna get him on counts 2 through 5.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, for sure.
I don't think they're gonna get him on the RICO. I don't think Diddy's gonna spend the rest of his life in jail. I do think when he comes out, he'll be an old man, and so will we.
It's gonna be intriguing. I do know that Twitter is gonna explode once the verdict come out.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk about this tomorrow. Hopefully we get it tomorrow. We can break it down as soon as I get home from work and just record it. It won't be a live video, y'all. Probably be a pre-recorded video, just something we can record really quick and then post. It won't be no long video either, y'all. If they can give us everything tomorrow, then we're gonna definitely get after it. They give it to us on what's tomorrow, Wednesday, so they give it to us on Thursday. You know, whatever. You doing basketball Thursday?
I may be on the road, honestly.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll figure it out. But like I said, at the minimum, I'll be on here, guys. We can break it all down together. But that's the Diddy trial for y'all. So thank y'all. Let me know what you think. You know, what you know. I see some people saying free Diddy. I see some people. I was one of the people that thought he was gonna get free, but now as I'm educating myself on the charges, I'm looking at it a whole lot differently. I just feel like that tape with Cassie, and I don't know if you know this, they showed the jurors some freak off tapes.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, they showed some jurors. Okay, so we gotta hit us. We gotta hit him with a live. I'll see what Flight's doing. And if he wants to go live, then F it, we go live then. If excuse me, not if. I didn't necessarily understand to the full extent what I thought this stuff meant. And so looking at it and listening to all the things, I feel like that freak off video that they only the jurors saw it, like nobody else saw it, only the jurors, and the Cassie video that we've all seen. I just think that those two videos are going to stick in the minds of those jurors to where they're going to have to say, there's no way. I just find it very hard to believe that they will be able to watch those videos with a heart and just let him walk away with nothing. I've always said Diddy is guilty. I don't see spending the rest of your life in jail guilty. I always want to make sure I make that clear. I don't think he should. I don't see him spend the rest of his life in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see him doing about 7 to 10 years. Yeah.
How much time he done already?
Huh?
How much time he done already?
He went in last year.
So
he went in about what, August or something last year? Because they raided him. They raided his house. What, like last May or June or something like that? I don't know my dates, but they raided his house. Then he went in a little bit later, and DB said the tape with Cassie got thrown out because she settled for that situation. Yes, and that's what I'm talking about, DB. I'm not talking about like they're gonna charge him. He's not on trial for domestic violence. That's the case. We'd already had the verdict. But the fact that they showed that video, they showed what kind of person he is. And for someone, and everybody know, I love Diddy. I thought he just seemed like the coolest person to be around. To know, man, you don't know who people are. Yeah. And this Diddy is even though I always tell people like, oh, I think he'll walk free. It's not to be funny or nothing. I just don't think he's going to spend the rest of his life in jail, but no one would ever look at Sean Combs the same way again.
For sure.
For some people, that's a win.
Yeah, for sure.
But let us know what y'all think in the comments. Let us know how y'all feel about it. Like I said, we'll see. We'll just be, me and Flight will be texting them throughout the day tomorrow, see if they get a verdict, and we'll know real quickly if we're gonna go live tomorrow or not. So y'all just stay tuned for that. Please join us for that. It won't be a long live. We'll probably keep y'all for no more than about 30 to 45 minutes. But last but not least, Flight, I wonder if you had. Well, you probably got it all in your brain because you are the basketball savant. You are the man who knows all the basketball knowledge. You're the man who has all the views on Instagram when it comes to your basketball expertise. The NBA free agency started up on yesterday about 4 o'clock, something like that?
like five
Five.
time or 4 hour time.
4 hour time. The NBA free agency has kicked up and has we're about to take you to court for a little
W40 crazy.
hey, I can tell you right now, it was no organized crime going on there.
Oh,
I barely had money for the bottles. Anyways, so the NBA free agency got to a banger when the Slim Reaper himself, Mr. Efficient, Mr. Buckets, KD, was traded, from the Phoenix Suns to the Houston Rockets. H-Town, we up. KD is now part of our young core that pushed the Warriors, right, to 7 games?
Mm-hmm.
They pushed the Warriors to 7 games. Who needed a KD in that game? Because when it came down to it, they just needed someone who can get them a bucket. They just wasn't a good shooting team. They was a good scoring team, but they wasn't a good shooting team. And if you clawed the paint up, the Rockets had a hard time scoring. Now you got somebody that can whoop, 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 and pull up. And then the Rockets signed Dorian Finney-Smith over from the Los Angeles Lakers. The Rockets are looking to make a huge run next season. So, Fly, my first question is one of 2 questions is, what do you think about the moves that the Rockets made in this NBA free agency? And then 2, what have you thought about free agency as a whole since yesterday at 4 or 5 o'clock or whenever it started?
Well, I think the Rockets won free agency. I mean, you look at all of the moves that's happened. I think the Rockets literally went out and got exactly what they felt like they needed. Like you said, in the playoff series, we needed somebody to be able to go and get us a bucket. It's different when you're in the regular season. It's different. You playing that one game, you're gonna play somebody another night. But when you're playing somebody for potentially 7 games straight, and everybody know, like both teams know what you're gonna do. When plays break down, when the scouting report from another team takes over, who is going to be able to get you a bucket? And that's something that the Rockets didn't have. And when you go out and get one of the best scorers to ever play the game of basketball in Kevin Durant, it goes to show that y'all knew what y'all needed off the rip. Not to mention, we also needed shooting. We didn't have the greatest shooters. We have people that can shoot, but we don't have like a lot of people that, like, that's what they get paid to do. A lot of 3-and-D guys is what they call them. And Dorian Finney-Smith is one of the best in the league on the defensive end, and he shot around a 40% clip this year. And he shoots around 40% from 3 for his career. So getting Dorian Finney-Smith was a huge pickup. Not to mention going and get Clint Capella again to have a big to where we don't have to worry about Şengün playing our 5. And we can have him play strictly the 4 position, and he can really thrive because that's the position that he's supposed to play. And you can throw in Steven Adams and Capella to go ahead and give that rim protection and that pick and roll defense. That's definitely a huge win. So, in my opinion, the Rockets won free agency. For the second part, as free agency as a whole, it's been insane. I mean, Miles Turner going to Milwaukee. First off, Indiana not paying Miles Turner is crazy.
Who else got money?
Crazy.
Who else are they paying?
Well, I mean, they was paying Dame, but they waived Dame. They still got to pay Dame. But
no, I'm talking about Indiana. Who else Indiana paying?
Oh, they're not paying nobody.
So what they could have kept Miles.
The only person, let's say, like, I'm sure Halliburton, Turner, and Siakam was probably their main ones getting paid. Just off the top, I don't know who was getting paid. I knew Miles Turner was up for free agency. They could have easily paid him, but they didn't. So now that means when Tyrese Halliburton is up for extension, you got to throw everything. It don't even matter because like Halliburton is only out for the year. Like the fact that y'all got rid of him and just like after the season that y'all had is crazy. Milwaukee got exactly what they needed, especially after losing Brook Lopez. But then you waive Dame, and even though Dame is hurt and he probably won't come back, if he does come back, it's going to be around the second half of the season. You still, like, if the reports are true, you pissed Giannis off. So now seeing that relationship is damaged. If the rumors are true, being that when they waived him, Giannis was upset. Like he was very unhappy with that move. And then on top of that, y'all ain't really getting none. Y'all traded Pat Connaughton for somebody on the Hornets. I can't even pronounce his name. He can hoop, but it don't move the needle. You re-sign Bobby Portis, that's good. You re-sign Gary Trent and Taurean Prince, that's good, but you don't have anything that's going to move the needle to make you a championship contender. So Giannis is probably gone. He's gonna be gone. If he stays with Milwaukee this year, he's definitely gone next. Big Atlanta is second place to me in free agency with signing Luke Kennard and Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Minnesota. 2 huge signings, and also they traded for Kristaps Porzingis, so huge moves for Atlanta. That was big. Jordan Clarkson signing with New York, that's big for the Knicks. Naz Reid and Julius Randle both re-signed with the Timberwolves, so that's good. But obviously they lose Nickeil Alexander-Walker, which was a big part for them. They still got their main core though, so they'll be solid. I'm trying to think. There was a move that was very, very. Oh, Luke Cornett from the Boston Celtics signing with the San Antonio Spurs. I think that is the most underrated signing of this free agency. He's one of those bigs that are just a glue guy and does everything that other bigs won't. That was an underrated signing. And San Antonio Spurs are about to look scary. Also, D'Angelo Russell signing with the Mavericks, another underrated signing because they don't have a point guard with Kyrie being hurt. D'Angelo Russell. A lot of people throw a lot of smut on D'Angelo Russell's name, and I don't know why. D'Angelo Russell can hoop, in my opinion. He can pass the rock. He's definitely a good guard. We know what he's capable of. I think it's just more so that people want to see it consistently, and we haven't really seen that consistency out of D'Lo, but D'Lo can hoop. So them getting the Mavericks getting D'Lo, that was a huge signing as well, man. So I always love NBA free agency. It's always some stuff that goes crazy. I had the NBA Today on. They was talking about the draft. They said Golden State Warriors reached out to Damian Lillard. I mean, that's a older backcourt, but if you can't have Klay Thompson in that backcourt, you definitely would want to have Damian Lillard. That's two of the best shooting guards or the best shooting point guards to ever play the game. So
if they was to get Damian Lillard and they go get a big man,
I think Giannis going to Oakland, bro.
You think so?
I mean, he's been linked to Golden State too many times. I say Oakland, they in San Francisco now, but
they say he could be replacing LeBron too with the new ownership in LA.
Ain't no telling. Don't even get me started with the Lakers, bro. Ain't no telling what's going on with them, dog.
Well, I was listening to Colin Cowherd talk about the ownership. This is the same people who bought the Lakers are the same people who own the the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that they did with the Dodgers, he said they're going to be looking to do the same thing.
I'm sure
with the Lakers, and I do. And the way Colin was putting it, I was like, I can see that. If Giannis asks out, and the Lakers have made it very clear, LeBron, you're not running us in year 40 at 41 years old. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do what we want to do. We don't even really feel like it. You can go out there and play if you want to opt in to $52 million, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't understand why. I get it. I can't count pockets. We already talked about that with B. Simone. I don't want to count pockets, but LeBron, I think you have well enough money to. That's not me. I don't want to say that, but I get it. Hey,
don't matter.
Take it. $52 million. If that's what you want to do, understand that your actions have consequences. That's all I'm saying.
It don't matter in that standpoint. He already told y'all what he needed. Did that last year. AD told y'all what he needed last year. And y'all instead, don't get me wrong, y'all get Luka. That's great. You still lack what y'all needed.
But I think a lot of people, and I think somebody put this in our group chat earlier, I agree. At this big age, I love LeBron James, and I always will love LeBron James. LeBron James is pivotal to who Darrell Petrie is. I've been watching. LeBron's been hooping since I was in the 4th grade. This nigga's been hooping in the NBA or the 3rd, whatever the case could be. Well, 2000. No, I was going. No, that's 6th grade. About 6th, 7th grade. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, about 6. It was like 6th, 7th grade. LeBron went to the NBA, but he's been pivotal. But the fact, like, one, I'm getting tired of LeBron. I was like, at this point, just go. Let these young guys do their thing. Like, you're just taking up time. But then how can you retire when you average 26, 24 points a game, and you're still in the top echelon?
Average 25, 8, and 8.
Thank you.
All right,
yeah,
come on, bro.
It's hard to retire.
I get it. I get it, bro. I get it. But he's trying to make it. He's trying to make it to where nobody. He's already the oldest to ever play. He's already the best scorer in the game, statistically. He's constantly setting records. He's trying to push that so far that nobody will ever. And
I get it. But I don't think it's going to be hard anyways, because you would have to play for so long, avoid injuries for so long, score at a certain rate. And I think it's going to be difficult to do anyway, because he's still setting it. Even if he just comes back and says, I just want to come. Let's just say next year's my farewell tour. I don't care about no championship. I just want to come play. He's still going to average 25 points a game, and he's going to push it out to where I don't think no one's going to get it, because I don't think no one, and you could tell by the way these guys are getting hurt, no one's going to stay healthy enough to catch that record in the next 30 years. So, but to me, it's just like, with LeBron always do this stuff, man, where he want to opt in to $52 million, and then he want to tell us. And then Rich Paul want to tell us that, we care about winning. And I think what LeBron is finding out with this new Lakers regime is that you don't have that power like you used to. Like, you're on your last season, buddy. Or if not your last season, the season before, this is your second to last season. We're cool. Not going to be trying to plan around you. We're not winning no championship.
That's cool. But why not go and get that? He obviously can show that he can still play for a championship team. Like, I don't understand. Like, even if he's done after this year, you still have those pieces that you need to continue to go on, because once LeBron leaves, you still got Luka filling them shoes, and you have the pieces that sets you up for the future. Why not go and do whatever you need?
I don't think the Lakers are an attractive landing spot.
They're not attracted to LeBron there. I will say that.
That's the point I was making when I started rambling. But that's the point I was trying to get around to. They're not an attractive spot. Nobody wants to go to the Lakers and be blamed when they don't win. Like, nobody wants to deal with that. Like, people have been dealing with that for so long. Nobody wants to go there, and then the moment things go wrong, it's your fault.
I mean, I
Miles Turner could have went over there and and they would have lost in the first round, and it was because of Miles Turner.
I mean, well, he dealt with that in Indiana, so
I'm
rolling.
It could have been Clint Capella. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants to go over there, and it's so much pressure over there. Well, the Lakers are attractive. You're right. That's why when LeBron gets out the way, I do think the Lakers won't. They're not going to go through a period of time where. I mean, I think what was that time with Kobe? But after Kobe retired, it was like 3-4 years before they landed LeBron, like something like that. Was it like 3-4 years?
4 years.
Yeah, I think something like that.
3 years.
Okay, thank you. I think something like that is going to happen, but that's not a long time in sports. Like 3 years on the down. The Jaguars been trash forever, so like that's nothing.
They not gonna have that lull because Luka is there.
Oh, thank you. You're absolutely right.
Luka
the Lakers will become more of an attractive place after LeBron leaves. Nobody wants to. Yes, the Lakers are an attractive spot, but they're not as attractive as they used to be. These boys ain't signed none of these big time people.
They haven't been doing that for some time. Like,
I think it's LeBron. I don't think people just. I think people just kind of like, people don't want to just deal with LeBron and everything that comes with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I think. I love, this is coming from a LeBron lover. I have a little empathy for some people that don't want to deal with all of that extraness that comes with Playing not only are you playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, you're playing with LeBron James. You're playing with who? LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that's just a double pressure. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you like that's a double whammy. You can't. It's hard. There's no. I don't even think there's anything like it in the world. Such a popular person on one of the most popular. That's like, let me think. That's like Tom Brady playing for the Cowboys. Like it's the Dallas Cowboys are the most recognizable brand in the entire. Maybe Tom Brady's not the best example because Tom Brady seems to be a good teammate. He doesn't throw shots at his teammates. Tom Brady's a different kind of leader. So that might not have been the best example, but I guess I'm just talking about like talent and popularity. That's why I use Tom Brady. But nobody wants to go deal with that kind of pressure, man. Nobody's trying to deal with that. People want to hoop. You want to hoop and you want to be able to hoop freely. If you go over there, it's going to be too much thoughts on your mind. It's going to be if the moment you go on a 2-3 game losing streak. Oh my God, LeBron going to be posting memes with the author fist. With the author fist, LeBron gonna get, I don't know what's going on, he's gonna be going on the podcast talking about how great other people teammates are, like Derek White, he's a man. Just shut up.
Hey, bro, I looked at what DB said. It's too much money tied up, bro. They still under the first apron. They 31 million under the second apron.
So nobody want to go there.
Like they can still get people, and on top of that, AR declined the extension from what I read.
Yeah.
So like there's money. There's money there, but also like there's money there, bro. They only got 11 players on the roster, bro.
Bro, look, nobody wants to go to Los Angeles. That's what it comes down. Nobody wants to go there. Like nobody wants to go there, bro. Nobody wants to deal with that. I think that's what it comes down to, bro. Nobody just wants to deal with that. But I will say this, flight to kind of do. Luka gets paid next year. I think they say he eligible for 240.
I mean, Luka, I think he eligible for some. He not eligible for the like super max, but he's eligible for like
I think it's 180.
He's eligible for a nice deal. But
Luka
but you got to remember, I think Lakers are paying. Either Lakers or Dallas is paying Luka's contract since it's almost up. Because Luka getting paid 45. From what I'm looking at right now, Luka getting paid 46. And then after that, the next highest paid player is Rui Hachimura at 18.
Yeah, Rui got to go.
Like Rui getting paid 18, and then AR getting paid 13.
AR definitely
But AR didn't pick up he declined it.
Yeah, I would have to
be unrestricted next season. So
I would have declined it too. Yeah, AR, I'm worth more than that. I'm sorry. I would have declined it too. Well, how about this, LeBron? Give up some of your money so AR can get some. Because AR is, I love AR. Real quick, Fly, I'm going to get you out of here on this. I saw this and I just thought this was incredible. Since this is kind of a good segue because we're talking about contracts. Did you see Cristiano Ronaldo's deal?
Yeah, I've been seeing that one for Saudi.
No, for I don't know. Al Nasir. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
I think that's in Saudi. Yeah, Saudi.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay. Did you see what he's getting?
Crazy work.
I have the list. I'm gonna read it real quick, and I just want you taking it. We can get out of here. 200 the mind-blowing details of Cristiano Ronaldo's deal, new Al Nasir deal is insane. $222.5 million a year salary. $4.25 million a week. 15% ownership of Al Nasir, valued at $41.25 million. $30.63 million signing bonus. It rises to $47.5 if year 2 is triggered. $100,000 per goal, which goes up 20% in the second year. $50,000 per assist, that goes up 20% in the second year. $10 million bonus for winning the Saudi Pro League. $5 million bonus for Golden Boot. $8.125 million if Al Nasir wins the AFC Champions League. $5 million in private jet expenses covered, $75 million worth of sponsorships guaranteed. And he's got a 16-person full-time staff just for him. 2 chefs, 4 security guards, 3 drivers, 4 housekeepers, 3 gardeners.
Crazy. Crazy bread, bro.
The
Crazy
richest sports contract in the history of all sports in the world.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, I was going to shout out to Shay, but now I can't even shout out Shay after you talk about
Shay
Cristiano
got
Ronaldo,
money.
bro.
Shay got H&M money. Shay got H&M money.
The crazy thing is Shay got paid, but compared to this,
nah, Shay, that's H&M money. This dude makes more than 1 year than Shay. This dude makes more than 1 year than Shay is going to make in his entire. It's 230,
285.
Oh, okay, so he's making 220 a year. Okay, excuse me, we're 60 million off, but he's gonna get that next year. But
he's making 220 a year.
He's making 220. You ain't listening.
No. I missed the year part.
Per year.
Oh yeah, that's 285 is SGA's contract extension. 220 a year is crazy.
Flight $4.25 million a week.
Hey man, wrap this up. Cristiano Ronaldo the GOAT. He the GOAT.
And then they're covering private jet expenses. $5 million.
He the GOAT, bro.
$100,000 per goal.
And you know he's scoring.
You know he's scoring.
You know he's scoring.
I saw this. I had to bring it up. That's why I said it was kind of the perfect segue. I didn't want to get out of here without saying that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Shout out Cristiano Ronaldo, man. Shout out SGA too. I mean, you ain't got Ronaldo money, but
yeah, I mean, but who
all
cares?
right, brother, shout out to you too. SGA had the best year for a basketball player ever, in my opinion. Insane.
Didn't Jordan do the same thing?
Huh?
Didn't Jordan do the same thing?
No.
What did Jordan do different?
He didn't get a 4-year, $285 million contract extension.
I'm talking about on the court. I'm talking about the basketball.
I'm talking about that too. With the you have all of this, and then you get the contract extension. That's the best. That's the best.
Okay, if you put it from that perspective, I'm thinking you're talking about.
I'm not talking about the accolades. We know Jordan.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. Okay, I was about to say Jordan did the same thing, though, right?
But SGA, yeah, he got Jordan got Defensive Player of the Year, MVP. Yeah. I'm talking about.
That's when you said that. I was like, hold on, Flight. We might be on here for another.
Jordan probably didn't even make that much in his basketball career. The NBA money, he probably didn't.
Jordan had 1 year where he made 40-something million.
Well, in his contract, that's cute.
Well, in the 90s too, Flight.
That's fine. That's what I'm saying, though. That's why Shay's is better, because that contract is way better.
Yeah.
Obviously, timing. We get that. I'm stating that. But right now, like that's crazy what SGA has done this year. And then to top it off with that contract extension,
33.14. That's what it was. Sorry.
Insane, bro.
Well, it's
the shortest championship parade of all time.
It's great because I like hearing Shannon Sharp. I think Shannon Sharp said his rookie year, I think he made like $75,000.
Yeah, bro, they wasn't making.
He was making Angel Reese money.
Yeah, contract for your sport. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Because the crazy thing is, we ain't gonna get too much in that. You think?
Yeah.
But Angel Reese, she got that. She got a bag, bro.
Oh yeah. She
a businesswoman for sure. Also, shout out to her though. She hooped in her last game, 26-15-7.
She's been hooping in her last like 6. I saw that.
Hooping.
I be critical of her, but she has been hooping.
That's
getting
all
the
rebounds. That's all I care about. Hoop. I don't like all this talk. Like, we know that you good. You in the pros, but hoop. Once she gets an offensive bag, it's over, bro. And they got her playing point forward. So now she kind of in that sweet spot. She can show like what she can really do. Don't look spooky. The skies, they sad right now, but she hooping.
Shout out to Angel Reese. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. Shout out to Cardoso. Shout out to all them ladies, man.
Shout out Paige Becker's first rookie to start the All-Star game.
Paige Buckets.
Paige Buckets, first rookie to start the All-Star game.
Be hooping.
Yep.
She be hooping. Look. I ain't got nothing else for you. I had a good time.
I did too. It was good.
It's 9. We wrapping up right here at 9:32. At 9:30 also. Really quick before we get out of here, once again, thank you everybody for coming out. We had a big episode today, man. I think it got up to about 71, 72 people watching. Hope that y'all wasn't bots. But we appreciate everybody for getting those numbers. I think that it's become from my Twitter following. So just thank you for those. Hope you all enjoyed the conversations. I think we had a lot of fun conversations today. The guy throwing the party at cutting the grass, throwing the party, and a flight running to Anthony Edwards in the bathroom. And hey, what the guy that took the picture, was he white?
The guy, yeah,
he was white. Yeah, you said yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just weird.
Oh yeah, that is weird. But we just want to say thank you for everybody that joined us today. We appreciate the conversation in the group chat. It's a pleasure. I miss doing this show, man. It was so much fun to get back into it. Got my cam leak now, so I think I gotta work on my lighting, work on my camera. Saying I ain't have time to play with it, so but hopefully y'all, I'm gonna look like Flight here, and next time y'all see me on the show.
Setup's gonna be crazy.
The setup gonna be definitely crazy. I can't wait. So I just had to kind of throw some stuff together for today. But I already see the difference, so I'm excited about that. We got some big things coming, guys. I'm gonna get back on my movie reviews, movie news and reviews this week as well. I will be going to see Jurassic Park on Friday. It is a big month for the movies. We have Jurassic Park on tonight. Actually, it comes out at midnight tonight. There is a midnight showing. Next week is Superman, and then 2 weeks after that is the Fantastic Four. So if you are a comic book nerd like I am, I hope you all are running to the theaters like I am. I know Flight gonna be there checking out all these movies as well. So it's a big month for movies out there. So just keep watching on the. I'm gonna talk about Flight Fast and Furious. Vin Diesel said they're bringing Paul Walker back.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let that.
I can't wait for the video, bro.
Okay, but yeah, so just be ready for that. I'm gonna talk about that. Make sure y'all go and like Flight's NBA content. The NBA season is over, but that does not mean that the content stops. He's going to continue to deliver content for us and keep us up to date. He might dabble in, I don't know what his plan is, but he might dabble into other sports. We do have the sports show. I'll be doing some sports episodes as well. I know Flight will be on there a lot as well. As we get ready for football season, a lot of watch parties coming up during the NFL season. I believe week 1 we played around, so I'm already tell you right now, y'all, we'll be live week 1 when the Texans play the Rams, and then we'll also have sport episodes going out as well during the football season, as well as my predictions for the division. So if you're trying to put some money down, follow your boy for the division winners this year, because I'm gonna lead you to glory. Am I missing anything, Flight?
Nah.
That's everything. It's probably some other stuff, but just excited to be back, man. Flight, any closing words to get us out of here?
Nah, man. It felt good to be back, man. It felt good to be back. Y'all stay up. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all be safe on the 4th too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Happy Juneteenth. What we missed?
We missed Juneteenth.
Did we miss Memorial Day? I can't remember. We missed.
No,
I think we did. You're right. I think, but Juneteenth.
We missed Juneteenth for sure.
You missed Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth to everybody. We missed. That was it. Yeah, just it. That's it for our holidays. Yeah. So like Flight said, happy 4th. Be safe. Y'all be safe out there. Don't do anything stupid. Don't let the the rocket shoot out your booty hole, because that's how you get burnt booty. All right. This your boy Peachy Perfect.
Be no Flight.
And we're gonna definitely see y'all on next week. And I'm trying to swim my mouth. All right, we'll see y'all next week, and we'll see. And peace. I don't know what to say. Peace.
Yeah, peace.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got a family to feed, so I can't be lazy. I gotta smoke a little weed, so I